Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. So today we are doing a little challenge build. I thought it could be really cool if I did a house where the width of every single space were only 4 squares or wide. So every single box that we have is only 4 squares wide on one side, and then I could make it as long as I would like to on the other side, but 4 squares wide is the rule of this build, and that's kind of what I did, and it turned out really, really nice. So it turned out to be this oddly shaped house, with squares going all over the place, and I thought that was a really cool idea. Just putting in a roof on it, and we have a lot of balconies typed roofing stuff here. I'm not actually sure. It's just balconies. We have a lot of balconies on this house build as well. And I kind of use those to complement the rest of the house and kind of tie everything together. And I think it turned out really nice. I'm so happy about how it turned out. So we work with some wood and some brick here. And I tried to keep it really modern. So inside the house, at the upper level, the tallest level, I think it's the third level. Yeah, the third level. Second level? No, third. The third level, we have a bedroom, the master bedroom. And at the middle of the house, let's call it the second floor, we have a kitchen, a dining room, and a living room. And downstairs on the ground floor, we have the bathroom, and we have another bedroom, and we have a little study area and some reading areas as well. So it's a really snug house, and it turned out just right, just how I liked it. And I wanted to keep this really snug vibe and have everything feel kind of like homes that you have today, that it feels like there's a lot of space, but all of that space is just occupied by all of this amazing stuff that you kind of need. And I just think I accomplished that, and I think it looks pretty awesome in the end as well. So you will see at a little bit that we have the entrance to the house on the second floor. Or is it third floor? How does it go? So ground floor and first floor and second floor. I think that's how it goes. So on the first floor, that's where we have our entry. And I decided to put in a really big pool here. I just thought it fitted in, and I wanted to have this really modern looking house. So I tried to fit everything in and still keep it modern. We're not gonna keep this pattern here, especially with those. I decided to change them just because I didn't like how that looked. But yeah, I really wanted to have a modern expression of this house and still keep the the rawness that we have from the brick and from the wooden areas as well. So that's what I did. So here I decided to create a big opening down to the downstairs, and I thought that was a cool idea to have it open downstairs so you could actually see what was going on. And because all of these, let's call them boxes, all the boxes on each floor is kind of like not directly on top of each other, so they are kind of to the sides of each other. That kind of allowed me to do that and kind of have like this open floor plan, so you could also look directly downstairs and actually see what was going on. And upstairs here, I decided to do the same, just a little one, and kind of opening it up. And this is where we kind of have our master bedroom up here. So this is going to be the master bedroom. But I really like the open floor plan of this build. So the only kind of closed off floor plan is downstairs, where we kind of have to put everything into separate rooms just to kind of, because the bathroom cannot be an open floor plan. Otherwise, they are not going to use that bathroom, are they? Unless they live alone, of course. But they don't. At least I don't think so. In my mind, this is built for a smaller family. So yeah. This build may seem a bit weird because it's sometimes I stop for a moment and just also look a lot around, and that's because I have recently just gotten myself a new cat, and her name is Zoe, and she is totally new. She has never been inside of a house. She came from my parents' house. So it's a lot of new smells and a new place, and she's kind of afraid, but also wants to talk a lot, and is mad at sometimes. So at this point, she was kind of she wanted to talk to me a lot, but she didn't want to be touched, and it was just it was just weird, and it was like, sorry, shh. Come on, Zoe, just let me build. And she would not let me build, so I just decided at the end to just pick her up and put her on my lap and kind of, comfort her and try to do this build. And I think it turned out really nice as well. So if you haven't already noticed the color scheme of this house, so here we go. There's a kind of pause here. But yeah, the color scheme of this house is exposed brick, red, and black. And I love how this turned out. I love the combination of these three color palettes, except for the kitchen where we actually have a white exposed brick. Otherwise, it's fairly the same throughout this build. And I just love the idea of having that color palette all throughout the whole build. I thought that was a cool idea. And I kind of run with it throughout every single room, so I kind of play off it. In the living room, we're gonna see that in a little bit, but in the living room, I actually also play off of the red color, but I chose a more neutral color to actually enhance the color red that you saw on the walls, but you're gonna see that in a little bit. So right when you walk into this build, I had to move the front door because the staircase was in the way, but right when you come into this build, you walk into the kitchen, which is actually a really common thing here in Denmark, now that I think about it. I'm not actually sure. I think that's a common thing throughout most countries in the world. But yeah, you walk right into the kitchen. We have a little dining room area there as well. Everything is fully functional. I tested everything because I've started to do that ever since the Asian mountain build, where I had that damn trouble with that bloody staircase that just drove me crazy. I've started tested every single stuff, and you just see me testing a staircase here now because I decided to have a plant underneath that, and I wasn't actually sure if that was gonna work because last time it didn't. But yeah, just a little, seating area in the corner here where I kind of thought you could sit down with a nice book if you wanted to do that, and just kind of filling out the space. So here I kind of chose to have some more neutral colors that really played off the brick wall as well as complemented the red walls that surrounded this place. And I just thought, you know what, this blue color is pretty amazing. I'm gonna use that. But a lot of neutral colors in the living room area here, just so that everything doesn't actually seem to be red and black. I tried to make use of some other colors that actually worked well with everything, but a common theme in this house is that a lot of white colors actually goes pretty well with the red colors. But I just thought, the blue couches, where the cushions are blue and the framework is white, I just really loved that. So that's what I did. And moving downstairs here, I decided to create like this L-shaped Oh, that's a weird L. Like, maybe like a Tetris shape. Where we kind of have the little... This is kind of like a little guest room that we're working on, I think. Oh, we jumped upstairs again. So downstairs, it's kind of like a little guest room, a little guest area, where like a guest could sleep over if you wanted to, or you could just expand it into an entirely big room if you wanted to do that, and just cut off the little seating area that I did down there. Okay, I totally forgot the order that I furnished in. So when the master bedroom now. So this is the second floor, the last floor, and not a lot of space up here, but I really feel like I made it look super spacey. And because this is kind of like an open floor plan where you can like kind of look down into the kitchen, I also wanted it to have some privacy from the downstairs. But in my mind, this is kind of like a couple that has like really modern taste. They kind of live here on their own, and they don't have kids. So that's kind of why you're gonna see the bedroom on the ground floor being kind of more like a guest room bed vibe than actually being like a kid bedroom vibe or like a teenager vibe. But I tried to make this master bedroom feel spacious, but still feel like a place with privacy. And that's why I kind of put in also a walk-in closet, just because in my mind, if you have a walk-in closet, it looks like there's actually more space than there really is, because it feels bigger, because you kind of have like this little room that you can walk into, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So this is the only bathroom in the house. Super simple, worked off the colors of the walls there, so it was trying to get my attention again, and it worked. Oh, she's so cute, you guys. Like, really, she looks like a little tiger, but she's like white and gray and have like these really nice cream colors, and she has black stripes, and oh, she's just the greatest little kitten in the world. I truly love her, and I actually missed having a pet, so that's why I'm kind of excited about having a cat again. I'm a crazy cat lady, if anybody should ask. Yes, I'm a male, but we can be crazy cat ladies too, just so you know. So yeah, working on the guest bedroom here, and as you can see, super simple, just a bed, a chair, some artworks and stuff, and that's kind of it. And the kind of hallway that binds every room here, I just decided to put in some seating areas. We put in a little, what is it called, bookcase, and that's kind of it. You know, I didn't want to do something spectacular down here, and I find that seating areas is a good way to fill up space without it looking too cramped. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm moving into the back room here on the back of the house, where we have a little office area. So I put in a bookcase, a computer, a desk, and I just kind of put in an easel as well, just because I didn't know what I wanted to have in this room. So I was looking for something to put in the corner, and just said, plants, it's good. Some rugs or carpets, whatever you want to call it. And just moving outside here, working on the master bedroom balcony. And at this point, I didn't actually know what to do with all those balconies, just because I feel like there's not enough stuff to put on the balconies. I know we had that whole outdoor stuff pack going on, but I didn't feel like that actually brought that many things for balconies. It was more like for parks and you know, just general stuff like that. But I made it work, so I just put in some chairs, some seating areas, and lots of plants, just because in my mind that actually makes a balcony look really beautiful if you have plants on it. So big plants, and just this shading thing, put some plants on that as well. Lots of plants, you guys. Plants, 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 plants. Oh, so okay, so this video is gonna be uploaded on October the 9th. So that means Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I have been waiting for like 3.5 years, since 2013 actually. But I've been waiting for that for so long, is coming out the night to the 11th. And I am going to play that like crazy, and I'm gonna stream when I'm done playing the campaign. I'm gonna stream some endurance mode because I want to play some freaking co-op, and I'm probably gonna stream that to YouTube. I know it's not my main audience that's gonna see that, but to be honest, I don't care. I want to stream that, and I've been looking forward to this game for freaking 3.5 years, so I think I'm allowed to. And while I'm babbling on, we just made the backyard, put in a barbecue, and putting in some plants to just make it look overgrown a bit, and that's kind of it. So here we have it, these screenshots. So somebody actually also told me that the links for them to my builds in the browser, to the gallery, actually works for them, and that's super great to hear. If you can find me in the gallery on your browser, that's amazing. So if you want to find me, my origin ID is Auvbri, just like the channel. You should be able to find every single thing that I do. If you don't follow me on the gallery, be sure to do so. I usually upload right when I'm finished building something. I usually upload it right away to the gallery and then make the video afterwards. So yeah, if you want it first, be sure to follow me. Also, if you like this video, be sure to leave it a big like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. And there's really not that much else for me to say. I hope you enjoyed this house, and I will definitely see you next time for another video. So have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world.